Hey guys, what's up and happy Saturday. Welcome back. Obviously, guys, you know, because I've talked to you in my community tab and on other places, I think even here in videos, that there is a huge Real Housewives of Beverly Hills announcement coming this Monday. Now, Chris Rogers from Hollywood Life was the one who dropped this little bit of tea, but we don't exactly know what this announcement could be. I asked you guys in my community tab in a poll to vote because we've heard maybe someone's getting demoted, maybe someone quit, maybe Kathy Hilton is now full-time. Maybe they're announcing Sanella Diana Jenkins. I'm not quite sure. I talked to a few people that I collaborate with, and we were trying to put our heads together and guess a little bit. But really, at the end of the day, the only thing that I could think it would be, because they are so early into filming, would be a new cast photo, announcing a new full-time housewife, or announcing that we promoted Kathy Hilton, which I feel like is a little late in the game. So guys, go ahead and vote in the community tab. But as of right now, we're back to talk about Lisa Rinna from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Well, she's telling her daughter she needs to pay for her own things on her own, as a source explains that there's a rift after Delilah took to TikTok to explain that her parents should be paying for her trauma therapy. Now we have all the details on that and more, but before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed, and don't forget to hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. With that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like Lisa Rinna is reportedly dealing with Delilah by using some tough love following her recent TikTok. Now, if you saw Delilah's recent TikTok, and we talked about this on my channel, but she went on and she did one of those all I want for Christmas, and she said trauma therapy from my parents, for my parents to pay for trauma therapy. Now, could that be true? Well, we know that Delilah has been struggling. She was in and out of a facility that was helping her after she accidentally overdosed on Xanax because she was overprescribed. And she did even explain, I don't know what happened, but she's not in the best place mentally. This is the way that she's presented it. However, I don't think, because I've read a lot of social media and Twitter on this, I've seen where people are bashing her for coming out and being open about this, but I don't think that's the way that we should go about it. I know that people are slamming her as spoiled and, this, that, and the other. However, there are, young girls or even children, kids, people in their 20s who are out there also dealing with mental illnesses and health struggles. And maybe Delilah, by opening up about it, maybe not shading her parents, but maybe by opening up about it, she could be helping someone. Now, after the 23-year-old model suggested in a holiday-themed video that the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast member and her husband, Harry Hamlin, should be footing the bill for her trauma therapy, an insider claims that Lisa is now urging Delilah to become more independent. She said, well, the source, she's treating Delilah like an adult. This is what a source told Us Weekly on December 16th. Lisa has been telling Delilah that she can be independent and pay for things on her own. According to the insider, Lisa is there for her kids whenever they need her, but as always, lets her daughters be very independent. As they explain, Lisa wants to see Delilah grow up, but would never refuse giving her child money if she needed it. Lisa and Harry share both Delilah and Amelia, and we know Amelia is doing okay on the coin train because she was linked to Scott Disick, and she's been booking a lot ever since. Actually, Lisa Rinna just launched a new lip kit for Rinna Beauty that was featuring as a collab her daughter Amelia, and Delilah was nowhere to be found. But we've also seen Delilah now walk runways. We've seen her be a brand ambassador for different major brands. She's doing the damn thing. And could it have been based off of the back of Scott Disick and the Kourtney Kardashian name? Yes, 100%. But she's still doing it, so I'm not going to dog on her for that. As for what prompted Delilah's TikTok video, the source said she was likely acting out after a dispute with Lisa and Harry. Delilah's video might have been a moment of frustration or might have been after a heated argument with her parents. She would have posted it and aired her issues with her parents if they weren't real. They're saying that she would not have posted it. They also added that Lisa and Harry's parenting affects her and she gets upset about certain things. All right, girl, you're 23 years old. I'm trying to help you out here. I'm trying to give you, at least some credibility, like, oh, leave her alone. She's not a spoiled kid, but you are 23. You're an adult. Just saying. As Real Housewives of Beverly Hills fans may have seen, Delilah went public back in November about an overdose that she suffered earlier this year after falling ill following, well, the vaccine. I try to be very careful how I word that, especially with YouTube. As she revealed to her fans and followers in an emotional video shared to Instagram, she sought help from a psychiatrist who overprescribed her with Xanax for her panic attacks, leading to a health crisis. Delilah said in her own words, "I overdosed. I didn't mean to at all. I overdosed on this one medication called propanol. I took Benadryl with it, and for some reason, I ended up in the hospital." Now, following the incident, Delilah checked into a treatment facility in Arizona, but after suffering seizures, she was politely asked to leave after just 3 weeks. And then she felt like at this point, I feel helpless. You know, I went to this facility, they pushed me out. They're not wanting me to be there because they can't deal with my seizures. Where am I supposed to go? And I don't blame her for that. She said, "My family and I are struggling to figure out kind of what to do. Mentally, I'm not great today. I'm feeling hopeless since the last treatment center did not work out." Well, as we know, The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 12 is currently in production. And I'm sure because in true Lisa Rinna fashion, normally her family is the majority of her storyline. So I am curious as to whether or not she's going to play this up on the Delilah situation. And I also saw where people were slamming Lisa Rinna like, oh, she's going to use the death of her mother as a storyline. I don't think that's using anything as a storyline. I think that if she comes on and she grieves her mother because she lost her mother while filming the show, there will be a lot of people in the audience, a lot of fans watching who will most likely be going through something similar, and they'll be able to relate to Lisa Rinna. So I don't think that's a fair one to be like, she's using it for a storyline, right? Well, with that, guys, I want to know what your thoughts are. With Lisa Rinna seemingly cutting off Delilah and telling her that she needs to pay for her own things, at 23 years old, do you agree? I do. When I was 17, 2 days before I turned 18, my parents cut me off completely. Well, they always gave me, if I needed something, I was good, but they never really financially were like, "Adam, here, take $100. Oh, you don't want to work today? Here you go." No. As soon as I turned 18, I remember driving through a McDonald's when I was in college, and I know I've said this story before, but I was 18 or 19. My credit card got declined. My debit card got declined. My Ruby Tuesdays work card, where they pay you for your weekly wages, it also got declined. And the guy at McDonald's was like, "Do you want me to just cover this and you can pay for it next time?" And I was like, "No, I'm so broke." But I didn't call them and ask them to pay for my meal. No, I went home and I ate ramen noodles and it was disgusting. But here we are today. My point is, you're 23, girl. Maybe your parents shouldn't be paying for your stuff at the end of the day. But go ahead and comment below. Of course, you know I don't want to just give you my opinion. And again, guys, it is the weekend, so happy Saturday. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Make some memories and don't work too hard. We're right before the holidays, so yeah, just stay jolly. Don't rip anyone's heads off. If you're driving out in traffic and someone cuts you off, just give them a silent "you." But don't scream. Don't ruin your holiday on this. Guys, I love you. Don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. We'll see you so very soon. Bye, guys.